I'm going to start offering Friday today, guys. Girls, guys. Chat on the side there. Just going to type in something here. Warm blessings, by the way, and Juju Chi. Type in for me, Juju Chi, if you guys are joining me right now. If you guys haven't been with me, Juju is for good luck energy. Good luck, Juju, Chi, energy. All right. I have my candle here. I hope you guys can hear me. Clearing out at this time. Today I have a good topic for us to kind of dive into. Nụ nói giờ này sẽ đợi đọc của sai thiên nó là giờ tuần đọc của thả the hot chat nên tổng tới đọc của là yên tàu nụ nó của sai hay thế của họ thả cho cái sự năng là giờ becoming a healer, talking about becoming a healer today. Warm blessings Pater Mondu. Warm blessings to you. If you guys are your first time here, always do the Juju Chi. Type in that hashtag Juju Chi for me. I love the hearts and the stars. Go out and share this to your Facebook page, to your buddies, your friends, your girlfriends, or whoever that really knows that you know that really needs it right now. Okay. I have my deck of cards here today and other type of cards. I have my moon cards here as well. So we will open those up as well for probably do a card pull for the weekend. Thì cô nhớ khi giờ ý play cô nhớ khi nó mình phụ tông phái nó for cho ý là đi cho văn sáu văn thi nó sai nên nó chăm hát chăm mong người ở trong đi trả trong đó rất kế nên nó ở đi hay sơn nắng là do rất kế hộp bê luôn nắng nó người trong đi trả cho thoát bài thoát tuổi ạ. Ý khó thế nó cũng có thả cho nó cái sơn nắng cái hay thế có có là ở ít thứ gì nắng chỉ là do nè nắng nè hay nó do có ở đi trả do vì đi trả có họ sợ thế do ở đi trả có thể là sợ tàu. Okay, so why would you know, why is it becoming a healer something that you would do, or is it something of your choosing? Is it something that chose you? Are you called to it? Are you hearing hearing noises, going through paranormal activities at this time? In this time, we are going through a ton of things, you know, cosmically, planetary wise, we're going through a ton of things, a ton of changes. So mỗi đời ya cái non tàu nhất trong bé luôn nâng bé chuyển vô ô đi bé chuyển vô mù trâu là do tại vô trâu bé toàn đây nó hopefully nó chơi ít khó bé bé giờ tại vì nó cũng ít khó ở nhua thế trong bé luôn nâng tại vì ít khó cái đỡ cái sự nâng nó từ giờ còn đỡ giờ từ giờ việc còn đỡ việc khó cái nhua xia nhon chữ là do mấy khó cái vô trâu rồi bé luôn nâng là do rồi bé nhua xia rồi bé tàu mù thua ở đi hải trong đi lúc hải trong nó có ở tàu thua có thể đi bỏ cái sở nắng nó đi trong đi đỡ thầu có biết sở nắng này giờ khó cái và nhiều xíu là do cái mua món kênh đó có để xí vì đi chợ họ là thơ có nắng theo là thơ có là do vì đi chợ có theo là tàu khí có tàu kênh có lúc xíu lúc chiều lúc lá lúc lỡ mùa rong xíu dài tỏ cho cái uốn nắng uốn dài là do cho cái hay thì có chơi ý là chỉ có nó thì có bỏ thì con đó là bao cho hay thì lúc dia tây nó rồi chạm chỉ hay luôn tiệt tế ở bên nhỏ ở bên nhỏ một khứ nó khứ hồ chắc là tao vào tao chơi rồi chắc là sai TV là nhỏ hồ YouTube là nhỏ Facebook ấy nó chắc ở đó là văn thi thôi in hu in lì vậy mà nói ít xong là giờ ở đó bên luôn nên ta kênh là sư nhỏ thôi sau lúc cha lúc nhung bụi bọn nên gỗ xa bụi bọn nên gỗ xong it's okay sure nang này it's okay chỉnh chỉnh chắp ở đó bên tụ kênh ya thổ bê tàu tàu là ya tàu bao cho kế sở nên nó là nếu ô tô bê có bê bỏ kế thì chỉ thầu số thơ bê yo chỉ bỏ kế nhưng mỗi cái kế nhỏ hàng là những cái kế của xia chó xia lỡ lên lỡ tù nhá đó bê là yo chỉ tàu tàu bê nhưng mỗi cái họ hay tiệt kế hay tiệt xí chè là do tiệt chỉ xí hậu sinh vì hay tiệt nếu chỉ tàu tàu giờ từ sáng đầu yêu từ khen đó nếu chỉ tàu tàu giờ có từ chỉ tuần gờ có nhẹ có chỉ kia là do có nụ có mua đâu nụ thành thọ là do thì có từ ở đây hay your siblings, right? They will not understand what you're going through if you're trying to follow in seeking your spiritual path to becoming a healer. Okay. And I'm sorry if I'm talking in both Hmonglish, Hmong and English, for also my other viewers as well. Okay. So kế sở nên nó do ít cái yếu tố thuần tàu thì họ kế vì giá có thuần nó do vì hạt địa thổ đa nên cho các sự cần chủ lực có những yếu một họ kế thuần tàu thì có những một họ địa inu có bỏ thầu sự chủ ít họ là do ít rau nó do ít rồi ít vấn thí có yếu bỏ thầu sự chủ ít tuổi chị mà nó chị có thể lý ô tô cho kế nó mù do địa có mỗi ít họ kế let's say paranormal activity, right? And so kiến đấy giờ ít họ là ô tô có so xe thế nhiều xe nhưng mà nó có tông chia cả tàu cho kế phát phá nó có tàu chạy cả tàu cho kế nó tờ nó có or let's say cho kế phát phá nó nhộng lấy chấm đông cho xuống chấm đông phát phá rồi có cho kế nó có tàu chạy cả tàu lỡ tờ có thể là tàu tàu cho kế mù thiên. So in this part of becoming a healer, there's going to be hard times. There's going to be illnesses, shamanic illnesses, perhaps they call it, right? I call it that as well. Shamanic illnesses to basically block your way so that you won't go into this seeking path, so that you will actually be stopped, so that you will give up and not give it another day, and that you just want to live a normal life, right? Live a normal life. But what is that normal life? What is your reality is what I'm really talking about. Because if you are going to become a healer, and when you do, when you start to see that picture more clearly, you will start to wake up and be more conscious to really the collective, really what is life all about, right? Today, I just wanted to share an experience with you in someone that is becoming a healer. And maybe, for example, and I will even talk to this a little bit, but why do you become healer, right? So just remind me on the chat there that to talk about that. But this person is becoming a healer. In the last, I would say, month here, they've been hearing and going off and on different paranormal activity. Now, paranormal doesn't really mean it's scary, right? Or frightening, or it's a horror thing. It just means it's something out of the norm, something out of the norm that you experience. If you guys have been receiving some messages or hearing, whether it's late at night, early in the morning, radio type of noises that come into your head, right? Or your ears, and you feel like you're really hearing this physically, then I would say that this is a sign of contact, and this is outer contact, right? ET contact, contacting you so that you can wake up to signals and radio type of waves, right? These are good waves, not the other radioactive waves, but these are sort of like a radio that you hear in your ears, and you can feel that, you can hear that, and you can sense that. Some of you are having this going on in the last month or so. It has been more active, right? And when it has been more active like this, there's a big sign for you to search your way. Things that you had done in the past, maybe 5 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it's been, the time, it's telling you to come back and to listen to your intuition. It's telling you to come back and to really search for why you are here, what you're supposed to be doing right now, right now. And why has it been so active in the last month, right? For some of you, if this has been happening for you, let me know in the comments and give me your experience, right? Also, let me know where you guys are coming from. What state are you guys coming from? I like to know where everybody is from, right? I'm in Minnesota. So just sharing that out there, right? Let me know where you guys are coming from in regards to the state. You don't have to give me the details, but it's just good to know. Because why are we trying to even search our missing links or search for our soul, so to speak, right? Our soul is here with us. For some of you, the other part of you, there is only a few that is with you, and then a few that is gone, or one, two that is gone from body, from vessel, and then one, two that is here, right? It could be either or. We can't live without one or the other, body or soul. They have to be together, right? Remember my talk on yin and yang, right? One cannot live without the other. Anyways, in the experience of this one person, they're going through this radio sensing, and it's been happening off and on in the last month. And the question comes up, why am I getting these? So why is this happening to me? There has been, and some for some of you, you have had an intention of I really need to find what my true purpose is. I really need to find what is Ningyai. Ningyai Geisha, Ningyai Dachi Tia, Ya Link Tinda Kuta, Tia Ya Rong Ya Pei, Dachi Rong, Dachi Hu, La Ya Da, Zong Ning Su, Ya Dachi Tia, Gaining Gayai, right? So um, this brings us to this question of why am I going in this journey? Why is this happening to me? And if it is, right? And why has this been so active in the last month? Because I'm telling you guys that there has been changes in the last month, right? Spiritually, cosmically changes. And it has been shifting our society, our culture, our whatever it is that is we live in, right? We're in the middle, right? And we have to choose which side do we want to be on. And sometimes we have to stay in the middle, right? And so we're trying to go into this place of love, of forgiveness, of I want to help other people, but yet feeling so helpless. If you feel so helpless, how can you go and help other people? And then now you may wish upon them, well, I don't care. I just want to help myself. In the end, you need to come together to help yourself first. Every thought that you have as an individual is very prominent to the universe. Okay. Even though sometimes your wishes are not answered. Nobody's and everyone's wishes cannot be answered in a certain time frame or place, but it will be answered. Okay. So the important thing is you have a good thought, stick with it. Remember why you're here. Remember why you've started the journey if you have. If you are just kind of dabbling in the journey, remember why you got there and started, right? And also, to answer that question again, why is it happening so actively that you have this urge? Because cosmically, you are being drawn to really have these searching thoughts of knowing again, awakening again of who you are, why you're here. Okay. I just did a soul calling about a month ago. The egg that I had put up, it's a soul calling egg, a holding is what I call it, right? Hupli toke. So ke hupli toke na ku ke nugato ifi, right? So it lasted about a month. And the egg was still standing, and then it fell. I hard boiled it, I opened it, I inspected it. And guess what came out? A a picture of a bird. I will share this later. It's not a picture, sorry. It's actually a sculpted piece in the egg that looks like a dove or bird flying with its head sort of turned back. And I wish I could show this right now, but I'm don't have the access to that right now. So it's very interesting. And I will share more about my Hupli Toke or soul calling, egg holding in the future here, to have that video up for different sessions that I've done for family, friends, and then for clients as well. So far, I've only done 2 clients with that, but it's very interesting. And I usually am not drawn to doing that fully because it does take a long time. It is a process. Okay. Warm blessings to all of you. Dominic88, happy Friday. He says, Master Shaman Palai Chi, and to everyone in the chat. Warm blessings, Juju Chi, to all of you. Farah Manji, she says, hi, Master Palai Chi. It's Farah Ferris connecting from London, UK. Warm blessings, Farah or Ferris. And then there's Shong Mary. It's been happening a while, but I constantly hear a light ringing, buzzing in my ear every night. When you guys get, and this is in general, guys, so don't take it personal, but in general, when you hear a light buzzing or ringing, like something's ringing in your ear, that typically means, one, your fleas are coming back, or your spirits of the soul is coming back to body. It's been lost for some time, or it went somewhere, maybe accidentally, unconsciously, it's gone somewhere, one of them, right? And they've come back. That's what I usually often tell people, say, go here, hold this, come into ear and say, oh, right? Say, oh, my spirit of the soul is now back, and they're back with me, right? And you think positive that way. And you just hold this to your ear and say, oh, my spirits of the soul is back now. Thank you for coming back. Thank you to the universe for bringing them back, right? That means something that you did in your life, or a situation, whatever it was, there was something of you that maybe got shocked or frightened or so saddened. And the spirits of your soul kind of went away without you unconsciously knowing, right? Without you really knowing. And now they've come back. And now they are with you, right? And so your ear is ringing. If the ringing lasts for too long and long of a time, then it's something different, right? But if it just goes ding and then it kind of echoes, right? Then that means that the spirits of your soul has come back, okay? The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the one guy, guy or gal that had this experience, and they've had it for about a month. They had the ringing in the ear, partially, and then now the radio, like kind of like a radio coming into tune, but not quite. And you are also being summoned then, right? That's a sign of being summoned. And when you are summoned by something, right? Someone, something out there, ET wise, this is not spiritual now. It is ET, right? It is happening in the waking life, and you can hear it, though it is spiritual in a sense, cosmically, right? But it is also real life. It's not just in your head. You can actually feel it, hear it. And so you might think, am I hearing this in my head? Am I hearing this, from somewhere, right? Radio wave-like links and frequency to my head, to my ears. And that's actually the calling or the urge coming into you, tuning into you, having you saying, hey, tune into us, tune into us. Sometimes that might not be good. Sometimes that is good. It's just like what do you call it? CB radio, where there's so many channels in it, and you can tune into, anyone that is on that channel or on the channels. So then now you want to ask the question when that happens, why am I being tuned? Who is tuning me in? And is it good or is it not good? Then you think in your head, right? You decipher and discern if this feels good or if it doesn't feel good. For the first, second, and third time, it may feel weird and kind of different, right? But you'll need to continue to ask the question to control your mind. Get a hold of yourself now when you do hear that. Don't be frightened. Don't fear it. But at the same time, ask the question, right? You must be curious of what it is, although not too curious to the point where you're just asking a ton of questions, but you want to have control. Okay. So ask that question at least. Okay. So, but that's the experience that what this one person had in the last month here. That was more vigorous. That was more different than he's ever had before. Okay. And for some of you, if you haven't had that experience, that's fine. You may have a different experience. Share your experiences with us on the chat, right? So we can talk about this even some more, especially when you're trying to seek your soul, so to speak. Your soul is here, but you're really trying to find a missing link into your life. What is that purpose, right? You're trying to find something bigger than yourself that you haven't found before, but then you wonder about it. Then you are called to find it, or you are chosen to find it, one or the other. And this is the part where it's getting to the beginnings or the very surface scratching part, right? Scratching the surface of geisha or becoming a healer, right? So, banaya to ni mua cho ke rong ni no nu cơ rong ni lu neng nu mua I kho te ni no rong ni lu radio ya rong ni I kho I lu radio nu yon do chin do ro ko lu quan che chỉ nu ro ko sa ha tia giờ lên tới bây giờ của nó lên từ cho lu radio nó nè lên từ cho lu sáu tông chùa nó nè chị mà nói chị New York đó chuyện đó giờ nên đó trong đi New York trong đi lu radio là giờ lu sáu tông chùa nó New York đó chỉ chân nè chị này trong đi nó chị này ô tô nè chân là giờ nên chạy mà nói thôi này chính nên trai lỡ này ở sắp ông gì thì giờ là ô đi cha vì đi cha thế là choose này ở vì đi cha lúc radio nó thế là cơ tổ đi nó đợt này lúc bán chế là giờ này lúc to hậu hậu này lúc to hậu là giờ này lúc bán chế này ở nung lo luôn nó chỉ mà nó chỉ ở thôi này bao tàu hạt thì giờ ô khả năng cơ được cũ lợ mua rồi ý rồi ó rồi bé chỉ nên mà nếu ở trong thì ý họ kể là sai là xua thì giờ đã chỉ thì giờ kể pay là giờ kể rong giờ tu rong là giờ tu pay là giờ thì giờ đã là giờ nâng là giờ thì lỡ hại giờ trâu lỡ lu giờ tên tiền thu lỡ giờ ở đây hành là luôn giờ tên tiền thu số y do là tí tàu có tàu này tên số này ở tàu mua ít cho cái mua uo là ít khó là đào lử này ở tàu muốn thía là uo trở đi ít cho cái này ở tàu sở để này tụ khăn ý là li hạt thì sở có yêu nó sở có yêu bao sở có yêu bỏ là do tí giả lên tới li cái sở năng bây hạt thì cái sở năng là vì hạt thì tụ tí năng sở năng do tụ yêu bao yêu bỏ yêu nó thế tụ bao cho hạt thì do lên tới số u số y số đủ y nếu trong này cha thì nếu nói cho tí năng là do thì cho chỉ do năng nhở chỉ do năng lý bê là do lỡ hái nếu tí tàu này nếu do vì đi chợ thế rồi mới cho hái nhá số nếu do dùng kia lý bê tí năng nhở nếu mua cho nên rồi nói nhá số đủ ý lỡ luôn dia tên điền đủ nếu dùng đi nếu nó bê cho tí năng kia nếu tí tàu này còn này ủa ít rồi là đã hôn lử là do còn người tí tàu này ấy này tí tàu nữ vì hạt tiệt cho kế thế lúc nâng tán đây nói do người tông cả ít cho kế là si ba si hù là do này tí nâng nó hôn địa tên điện thu nó do tôi thọ cho này thế là tàu bỏ cá bỏ kế mua cho thế là nó đòn này cho kế theo thế là đòn dễ này cho kế sở nâng là do biết hạt tiệt sở hồ lúc nâng nhở cho kế sở nâng này là chỉ do ít tu tin năng luôn lư sợ hổ luôn năng xứ ấy nên bỏ cho ya cho cha chỉ nên bỏ hạt thì li cả nên bỏ tao này nên lúc xưa luôn chịu lúc lá lúc đó hạt thì nên theo li chia tao hạt thì ya chân là ya chỉ chân ya chúa là ya chân ya đủ là ya đỡ ya trâu là ya chỉ trâu mà nó chỉ nên ya tao nó theo li bỏ chia tao okay Fair says what is it that you see bright lights what is you see bright lights within your vision not worldly and a slight feeling of elevation or lightness what is this so the slight elevation or lightness is actually the feeling of your soul right? The feeling of your soul elevated, or there's like this slight vibration in your body that's elevating the part of your soul to be a little bit lifted of vessel, right? Of vessel. It is not a bad thing. It is not a good thing, but it's a feeling of lightness. So it's fascinating to the body to feel. If you can feel that, Ferris or Farah. So it's a fascinating feeling. Now, when you see the light, the bright lights within your vision, and not worldly, it's just bright lights, that means you're very attracted, or this energy is very attracted to you, to try to open up and help you, right? To help you to see the way. When you see the way, you start seeing the way, you start seeing lights or bright lights, and then you start to see visions, perhaps. For some people, it's the opposite. You see visions, and then you see the lights. So it just depends on what is it that you humanly hear right in this time on earth that you are attracted to, or what is it that you are attracting to you, energy or spirit, vision, or what types of vision, right? Is it more energetic visions, or is it more planetary visions? I hope that responds to your question. All right. Though says, last year, one of your Facebook lives, on one of your Facebook, I also asked about ringing in my ear, and you informed me that I must have gone to a native land type. Yes. So when you have a ringing in your ear, going back to the ringing in the ear, and it rings sort of like this, right? Like a sound, like my glass singing bowl here, right? It's like that type of ringing. And when that happens, it's like your soul had gone away and now it's coming back, right? And it's telling you it's gone somewhere, but now it's trying to come back. Some of it is back. Now, is it really back? Then you have to also think if you need to do a soul calling, right? That's why when the singing bowl, right? I don't know if you guys can see my singing bowl, but it's just white here. When I do the singing bowls, I don't know about anybody else, but Spirit has told me, right? Has taught me that singing bowl is to bring the spirit back, right? So when I do this, it's just like the ringing in your ears, maybe just a different frequency, right? A different frequency. And this helps to bring the spirits back, whether it brings it back to outer body, inner body, wherever that spirit went, it usually would come back, right? But you also have to have that intention. Sometimes it happens naturally on its own, and sometimes it doesn't happen that easily. Even if you ding this, but it doesn't automatically do it, or will automatically do that for you. You also have to have the intention to do that. Thầu cuốn đầu lúc nào giờ trôi cho tín hình ở của cho hình ở sai của giờ ấy cho nên cho chỉ là do cho tôi cho kỹ cho sai nhất tao vào tao chơi cho nên chỉ bảo thì khó cái đầu lúc nên nó only hai lúc singing bowl lúc tài nên nó hung câu này giờ lo hai lúc tài hung câu lấy lúc tài rong su rong chi nó khó nó nửa bao tao cho mi pin chụp đi đó có cho lông lò đồ vào chơi cho lông lò nhắn cho tụ khen là do ít tụ pli tàu mà thế rồi nữa tàu tụ share là do tàu tụ lỡ tàu một cái trên kiến trai họ tư lỡ là do tàu chỉ hình cho tư lỡ mà nói nên tàu luôn đó nửa ba tàu này bây giờ tàu này là tàu nhỏ nhỏ bây giờ con ấy được khe tàu lên đó là ba tin này cho tên tiền thu còn nó cũng ba share đồ này cái này bao thia ấy này thế thì mù or tàu nó này tụ khenแต่ชีนิเชื่อเขาเกี่ยงยี่ย้อนเดี๋ยวที่ตัวยันปลีthế nữa đó nhìn nhiều lỡ chỉ mà nói vô tàuชีเขาcó mù tàu to chan đời vậy họ yêu họ tiền nữ tụ đua chỉ cho nhẹ nữ cu một tham đa xíu ya nữ chấp đi tàu tụ xem mình chỉ là một tham đa lại mà nó nên mà đi tàu luôn đó ấy xa tàu thì ô của chấp đi cho cá lò cho cú lô nó chỉ nên tàu luôn đó chỉ nữ yên lò thì thiệt đi ok nên yên nó nên lúc chị yên xóa vào ya thầu cuốn tàu luôn đó ấy cú phu chẳng câu nén là chị nữ bá tàu này hình của tôi mua cái video của mà đi cho trong đó ya thầu after con nó trong đó nó cái video hùng câu là ba này còn thua tàu này lúc xưa luôn chỉ còn thua tàu này lúc lỡ lúc lư còn này sợ tàu ya chỉ do họ thì ít tôi tin này nó có sợ nén ấy có chỉ đi có dùng gì hình nương ga cho ya cho cha cho cá cho cái để tụ mà nương ga cho cái chỉ hình như chúa chỉ cái xe lũ tà lì cho tin hình là tin hình xe lũ đâu nữa còn nữ xe tàu xe để tàu thì xí mua tới tụ nữ xe nén nữ mua cái mỏ cái hình hay hình ở đây rồi ở nơi nó cho mỏ chẳng khi nào chỉ mua ít thôi đó rồi yo tua tàu là yo ba tàu yo mua chua mỏ tàu chung có tham mỏ tàu yo mua cho chua là ba mình chỉ là chỉ ba tàu mình mấy xứ là chỉ pin đặc cái mỏ mà nói chỉ khó kỹ nó yo khó kỹ xe nén là ok là do sợ được có luôn nâng ok sợ nâng là do đó chỉ sợ được có luôn nâng thế cho nâng là do cho tin nâng nhỏ nếu cô cho tin nâng nó nếu tao uốn nâng ý rồi họ luôn đi tế thọ nếu đùa to lờ tế rồi nếu mà uốn tụ nâng nhỏ tụ nâng tụ dài nó nếu do tụ nâng kia tại vì nếu do tụ nâng tụ dài là vì hạt tiền nếu do tụ chu lờ nếu chỉ do giả đa ra chỉ nếu tụ chu niệm chút gì là nhân chu bòn chu giờ xứ chỉ nếu ta có lò ba có giờ tụi mi tu mi nhọ mi tu mi ký sinh lên sinh từ sinh luôn sinh lại nhót trâu hậu dia tên điên đu nó có bỏ cá có bỏ kế ấy có thể liệp bao tàu cho kế nó mù nếu là tới lúc tấn cho có and I'm saying this Farah when you have a healing way or trying to become a healer your ancestors at least one or two of them right have somewhat become a neng, which is we call a spirit guide. And the spirit guide comes back and it opens up a light. And this light is one of the lights that when you go and meditate that you can see. Why? Because your spirit guides are opening up this light for you so that you can see. You can start with this light, right? They say. You can begin with this light, but then are you patient enough to continue with the light until you can actually see the picture? So you must give it time. You must be patient. So that is my 2 cents on that, however they call it. Cho kỹ sở nến sở dài nó nữ sở do nữ lưu tăng nữ yêu nữ nó nữ chỉ bỏ công nhận dữ tây thấu nữ họ tây tú là ba có thấu có nữ chỉ bỏ công nhận dữ họ chỉ nói cho có lớn có họ có tới rồi có chỉ mỗi họ kể mù chùa tông cho chùa tôi luôn đó lớn ấy có sở nến mà nó có nét gì bao công nhận dữ thế rồi là chùa chỉ tôi nó có tà là lò thế rồi có phải muốn là chân tuổi isa thì có sao thì ôi giờ nên đã vượt đã chỉ dùng nên đã dùng sư của chỉ tông cả đó là thàแต่chỉ thế tia có chỉ sai rồi dùng có chỉ chùa rồi dùng họ có lút lư có con nó tàu rồi dùng hạt tia giờ có nét gì bao công nhận dữ lỡ tàu là mua ít họ làm tua có là ba có lút tăng là tờ đâu có thì chỉ có phải mua lút tăng được chân tuổi isa vậy mua bỏ tuổi isa có chỉ tông cả sai có chỉ tông cả bỏ lô có sai thì con chạy走แต่chỉ thế tia giờ lỡ là ba có bỏ kếแต่chỉ có phải nuôi thì ô li cha cú cho kế nó có trồng đua lúa ở cha cú có nhua sữa lúa cú chỉ bỏ cá li cú chỉ bỏ kế li lỡ tức là sầu đó có là mua cho sign là cho signal vậy đâu có lỡ đâu rồiแต่chỉ có phải mua sang tuổi isa mà nó chế thế rồi là có thọ tàu vậy hay là li chia cho lỡ lên lỡ tù lỡ họ lò sai thầu lỡ sai lỡ anh nó ba có sai có bùi nó do thế lỡ lên lỡ tu lỡ họ lọ ô có họ nó có thể trả chở lúa cho cũ trả rong chở cho họ rong thế cho mà rong chở cho họ phe và khi mà nó có tàu chỉ chỉ xia họ có lúc xia thì như đi quyền thiệt có cho kỹ lý trả cú yon thiệt cho cái sớ nó đi chả có cú sớ được cú tụ khen chỉ cho hạt có cú yo cho nên xí lâu chỉ cho hạt có cú yo ở đây hay sai cái là yo bao cái nên cái là yo khá để si cú yo sa bao gì hạt tiệt cú yo lên từ cú lọ họ từ lọ cú nên nó yo tụ nên trong đi chả vì đi chả cú thiết li lọ đùa cú là hai đứa cú là yo là show là signal cho cú yo. Why are my spirit guides signaling me to see the light in my meditations? Why are they trying to, bring me to go in this route? Now, for some of you, it's just curiosity thing. It's just, I saw this, I have this one friend that is going into their spiritual journey. So should I go in mine? And you're thinking like this and you're curious. So then you start to go because you wanted to go, because you're choosing to go. And you're thinking to yourself, so then what is it for me? Why would, I'm kind of curious about it now. Do I have anything? And so that's out of your curiosity. You're choosing to go into that path, right? It didn't call you. So that's the difference. So I just wanted to talk to you guys today about geishonen. Hatia geishonen, give it patience, right? Give it time. But you also have to be diligent. Not just curiosity thing. You have to be diligent in finding your way there. They're going to monitor you, right? If in fact you are and have spirit guides, your guides will be monitoring you to see, are they diligent? Are they in fact doing this meditation, right? 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, or are they not? If they're not, then if they leave it, then we leave it too. Why? Because you didn't give it that diligence. You didn't give it that patience. They're just like your parents, I always refer to, right? To all my disciples. You guys are all my disciples. I'm a teacher to all right? So as much as I can teach out there. So if you guys are with me right now, give me a thumbs up if you guys are liking what I'm talking about, the subject. If you guys want to know more, please write down in the comments below, not the chat, but in the comments below. You can do it in the chat too, but I'm going to follow up on the comments. So after this, so if you write it in the comments below of what you really want to know, perhaps I can talk about it more, right? I've had several requests and I still needed to catch up on my topics, but I choose a topic that I know that's very important for the time being, and then we kind of go from there. All right. So the other thing is, give me a thumbs up and say Juju Chi. Today is Spring Friday. I want you guys to be out here with me on Fridays to free yourselves from whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's geishonen, becoming a healer, whether it is trying to find your way by yourself, becoming a healer. Remember that you can do it by yourself, but it will take longer. You do need that extra boost if you, in fact, are not hearing your spirit guides talk to you every now and then or on a daily basis, right? And that you can't tap into it fully, then you do need help. You do need hand-holding and guidance from a mentor, a person in real life to get you there. I'll say that the person that raises themselves as a shaman, right? So I'm one of those persons. I rose myself as a shaman, but I did have help from a grandmaster, okay? And I'll say that when I started, it started on its own, okay? The vibration, all the things that started, the paranormal activities, the illnesses, they started on their own. But at the end, I still needed someone to help me get there, okay? To help me get up, right? You cannot scratch your own back. But I'll also say that geishonen is also a part of you that needs to be diligent in it. You need to hear your guides, right? If you don't, then you need to get help. I heard my guides all the way through, but at the end of the day, you still need that part to help you, to boost you as well, right? But sometimes it's a little and sometimes it's a ton, right, that you need. So it just depends on who it is that you need. Though I didn't have a seafood to take me through from point A to point Z, there was still an initiation that was needed. All right. I'll say that. Shung Mary says, say if you hear this radio buzzing when you are in a sleep paralysis, then is it a different meaning or does it just vary per situation? So yes, Shung Mary, it does vary per situation. So it varies on the why is it ringing at this time, buzzing in my ear. So sometimes in like the situation that you just talked about there and the sleep paralysis, when your ears buzzing during the sleep paralysis, it is very similar. So it is the sleep paralysis is putting the person, and the soul of the person is trying to take control of the person, really is what is happening during sleep paralysis. So it's trying to take control of the person soul wise, physically wise, right? But the ringing in the ears will happen if you have some good things happening. So it's kind of a release of your part of your soul that they kind of overtook that is coming back to you. So it's very the same idea of your soul going somewhere and then coming back when it just rings out of nowhere. But during a sleep paralysis, if it's ringing, it's saying your guides are here and it's back. So wake up, right? Your guide, I mean your spirits of the soul is here. So wake up and don't be afraid. So that right at the moment, you don't be afraid and you try your best to struggle out of that sleep paralysis. Okay. And then after that, get help. All right. So I'm going to throw out one card readings if you guys want to. And if you feel that is right, please go out there and do a donation. I don't care if it's $1, $3, whatever amount you want to give. It will be helpful to the channel and to respectful for my guides. And I don't mind if you don't have the funds, right? Because it is what it is. That's the life that we live, right? So if you want to, it's out there. I will type down my the area where you can donate. It's PayPal. It's Palai Chi. Let me see here. Anyways, it's palaichi@gmail.com if you guys want to do PayPal. So I just typed it out there simply. And do your donations. That would be awesome. I would be very thankful and much gratitude for that. If you guys are having gratitude for this today, on this Freeing Friday. All right. I'm going to open up free one card readings, one card poll. All right. And share this, right? Share this with people that needs it right now. People that has been awakened partially and then sort of dabbling and then sort of left it behind. And now sort of wanting to really know more, right? So I'm just going to do a little bit of sound healing before we start on the cards. Give me a juju chi and warm blessings. Sư long lò tiên đế sư long lò mơ ni sư long lai. Take a deep breath. Feel your spirits of the soul coming back. If anyone was gone and lost for a while, coming back and back. At the end here, I'm going to pull out a card for the weekend. So if you have a one question, I will be answering that. I have already been doing that. But if you want to do a card pull, let me know. Gaishong says, what is something one should heed when rising? I'm not sure what you mean, but Gaishong, from just spiritually knowing what your question is, it feels like what you're trying to ask is what should someone hear maybe when rising? So when you rise as a shaman, you should be willing to be in your most authentic self, okay? In your most authentic self. If you were a gossiper at one point of your life, then stop. If you had done some bad things in your life, then you stop. Because why? You're led with your spirit guides to try to wake up. Wake up to what? Wake up to reality, right? Wake up to reality. A reality that you haven't known since you were born. Why? Because the life that we live in is a corruption, right? Is a different paradigm. So we must try to wake up to the reality of life, though you still need to what? Balance with yin and yang, right? With both. So you need to balance. All right. If no one has any questions, I'm going to go right into the weekend card pull. Okay. And I'm going to be going off here in a bit here. I didn't realize the time. Okay, giờ từ chỉ mua ý lo lù cái lù nung là do tiền cỏ cũ thua ý nên nó đại phái chỗ này nó gì thế sai dài chỗ này đâu nó gì của dân thua họ nó nhớ cho the moon cards, right? The moon cards. So the moon card that was pulled is it's time to release negativity. Full moon, right? Full moon in Scorpio. So basically it's saying in this coming weekend and going out to next week, you need to start releasing these negativity things. We just talked about that, right? We just literally talked about that and I just go ahead and then pulled his card. So basically it's time to release negativity. Any negativity that has been felt before the new year, during the new year, whatever, whenever you did have that negativity or felt that negativity, whether it's from you to another person or another person to you, you need to release it fully. Why? Because it's something big that's coming up that is, you don't want to be dragged into it with this negativity. It'll be worse. So in your mindset, control that and be positive. Put in the positivity work, right? You need to allow this positive work to be ingrained inside of you, be instilled with you, live for this heart piece of you that you want to live it for, right? In this life. This is your chance to give it your positivity and your utmost positive self, utmost positive emotion that you can have to yourself, so that if any time comes in the future that is not great, you will at least have practiced releasing negativity. Okay. So this is the time for all of you that are wondering, when is it going to happen for me? Am I going to become a healer? Is this my purpose? What am I supposed to do? You just let that go and it will come. But you practice and you continue to see the light, whether it's only one light or a million lights, or whether it's just a vision there, but a different vision, right? A vision that you just see it because you saw it. Not that you purposely imagined it, but something that just came through your head. That's what I call a pure thought. Okay. Farah says, yes, please, would appreciate a card pull. Any message you may have for my soul. Okay, so Farah, I'm going to do this one card pull since Farah asked, and then I'm going to be going. And you're going to be free, right? Free yourself on this Friday. Farah, this is the card that I pulled for you. Some very good things, Farah, Ferris or Farah, coming your way. And this is in regards to yourself, friendship wise, social wise, coming your way. So I feel very good about it at about a positive 7, 8 coming your way of this good luck energy. We call it the Juju Chi energy, and freeing yourself on this Friday with us on my Faliti Healing channel. Of course, we are informing the misinformed. People that has been misinformed needs to come to this channel to get informed correctly. Why? Because there's been so many myths and lies out there that you guys need to know the truth. And if you can't find that for yourself, then come and listen and discern if that is true for you. Okay. So Farah, that is your one card pull. I feel very good about it in regards to especially career side. But in the meantime, it is yourself that I feel that it's getting up to a little bit of a speed level if you are able to continue to discern and discipline. Okay. So I feel good about that. If that makes sense for you, Farah or Ferris, let me know and say, yes, it does. All right. Okay. So comment down below, guys, or gals, right? When I say guys, I mean everybody, gals. That's our society for you guys, right? Because it's been inputted into our language and how we think and how we say things. So yes, you're welcome, Farah. Warm blessings to all of you. Warm blessings. Have a freeing Friday from Master Shaman Palai Chi. If you guys want to know anything, have any questions, please write it down in the comments below. I will try to put into this Zoom or this video out here after the video has processed. I will put out there the name of the video, which is the latest one that I've done on a video on sound healing for your Kundalini to awaken. And you guys all that are here still wondering, go out there, go listen to it once, 2, 3 times, however many times it takes. Meditate with it, close eyes, open up palms, like I always say, right? To receive good things, right? And as you're opening up your palms and you're meditating, you're allowing good to flow into you. And that's what needs to happen. And I'm trying to help you guys, especially for those of you. And I feel like most of you, right? Most of you have spirit guides, have good gifts and abilities, but you're not being able to touch upon it or to use it or to even have a clue what the heck it is. But I want you to get there as much as you can, as fast as you can, because times are coming and you need to be prepared. All right. Prepare body, mind, and spirit. When I say that, I don't just say it because mind, body, and spirit, right? I mean, physically exercise. I mean, physically do the work diligently and meditate every day, or at least 5 days a week, right? You can stop on the weekends, I suppose, and take a break if it's not something that you're used to. Go and drink and eat and do healthy things, right? Eat healthily. How do you do that with so much things poison in the world? Well, you do that by discerning what is good for your body and what is not for your body, right? Not good for your body. So it's okay no, it's okay. Show ne show ya no go ta zo. It's okay. You la or itu tin nên còn ni sở hữu lúc xia sở hữu luôn chữ sở hữu lúc la lúc đầu lúc lư. Chỉ do để có your sở năng mu kho right? You're not becoming a healer for some of you. And I forgot to talk about this. I'm gonna do this real quick. You're not here to become a healer for the vast majority, for everyone on the planet. For some of you, you're only here to become the healer for yourself, so you can find yourself, so you can heal yourself and your family, perhaps, and then perhaps other people. But you must first start healing of yourself. Now, for the other few of you, you might have to start healing yourself and then others and then back to the family. Because why? There's been a dysfunctional family, right? People don't believe you. Relatives, family don't think that you are legit. They make fun of you. They don't really listen to what you say. So what you must do now is to heal other people so that you can actually just not prove it to anybody, but to see for yourself why you or diligent in your practice, right? So you need to form a practice. You need to form a system of practice for yourself. If you don't have one, if it's too hard to have one, right? If you are not spirit led to have one or to do one for yourself, then go and follow someone and follow what they do, follow what they do and give them credit for it, right? So that's all I have to say. Nhớ rằng nhà đời giờ hú nhà đời giờ rằng có nên một trò lòng nên vào đây chỉ là chống một đứa một đứa một rồng nhớ là có chống một nhà đời nhà hú chỉ một người ngõ mó chỉ một tí một thủ, okay, chống một đứa một rồng sư nên số thành số tụ. Warm blessings, and we'll talk to you guys soon on the Spring Friday. Juju Chi, and I'm loving the hearts and stars for all of you that are giving that to on this live chat. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.